Shabbat Shalom. One of my very favorite parts of my job is to officiate at weddings. I enjoy meeting the couple, hearing their foundational story and the values that they hold most dear. The secret to wedding officiation is, after many months of meeting, the most meaningful ceremonies honor the couple's story and their values. Coming from a community known to be champions of Tikkun Olam, I often introduce the familiar ritual of breaking the glass at the conclusion of a wedding ceremony through the lens of social justice. There are many explanations for the custom of breaking the glass, I say. One interpretation is that the practice reminds us that anywhere there is oppression and pain, the Jew is commanded to respond. Couples and all who are present on their special day are called into partnership with God in the holy task of Tikkun Olam, the healing and the repair of the world. The shattering of the glass is a reminder to us all to work towards a better time, of wholeness for ourselves and for everyone else. At many ceremonies, I've noticed parents of the couple and many of their guests nodding in agreement. The shattering of the glass reminds us that anywhere there is oppression and pain, the Jew is to respond. I see them nodding their heads. Perhaps we feel this even more deeply today, a time of unprecedented political and social alarm. News media, push notifications, and our smartphones, conversations around the water cooler or the dinner table feed the consciousness with ever more sources of worry. However, I believe an eye towards injustice is actually hardwired in us, not just in these extraordinary times. As a Jewish community, social justice is in our kishkas. It's a part of our deepest selves. As Rabbi Eric Yaffe, the president emeritus of the Reform movement, teaches, we continue to see social justice as the jewel in the Reformed Jewish crown. Like the prophets, we never forget that God is concerned about the everyday, and the blights of society take precedence over the mysteries of heaven. Social justice is woven into the fabric of our Jewish identity, and it's a recurring theme in Torah. Take, for example, a section from this week's Parsha. We read, "For God, Adonai, is God supreme, who upholds the cause of the fatherless and the widow, befriends the stranger, providing food and clothing. You too," Moses warns in this week's portion, "you too must befriend the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt." We are reminded 18 times throughout this book of Deuteronomy, more than in any other book of Torah, that it is our obligation, each of our obligation, to pursue justice. Anywhere there's oppression and pain, the Jew is asked to respond. For us here, social justice is among the values on which this community is founded. For generations, Temple Israel families have engaged in local and global Tikkun Olam initiatives. We believe Jewish living calls us to do nothing less than to repair our world and to strive for social justice to be manifest in all that we do. Through real service to community, we help to change real lives. So as we look ahead to these coming high holy days and the season before us, on behalf of our Social Action Committee and its leaders, I want to invite you to join us in 3 Tikkun Olam initiatives that will take place over the course of the Holy Day season. First, our annual donation drive, supporting Alpert JFS and Cross Ministries. It'll take place from September 13th through the end of Sukkot and Simchat Torah on October 17th. Help support local families this High Holy Day season by donating easy-to-open, non-perishable foods and essential items. You may also donate Publix gift cards for Alpert JFS clients. Second, Temple's second annual reverse Tashlich waterfront cleanup is on Sunday, September 14th. This will be Temple's second time participating in this annual reverse Tashlich, an international waterfront cleanup project. For thousands of years, the ritual called Tashlich, Jews around the world have symbolically cast their sins into a body of water on Rosh Hashanah. For many years, too, humans have been throwing their sins, their trash, and their debris into bodies of water as well. And so the Jewish community has shown we can cast our sins in, let's now take them out. Third, please join us upstairs in the Media Center on Yom Kippur afternoon for our annual Is This the Fast I Desire? Tikkun Olam discussion. This year, we will be welcoming Joanne Fletcher. She is the CEO of Dress for Success, the Palm Beaches. Many of you are nodding your heads. She's a rock star in our community. She'll be joining us for an important conversation on community, social action, and hope. I want you to also save 2 dates. You'll go back to the recording of the service to write them down. The first is our second annual now, Birds and Baskets Thanksgiving Mitzvah Project. That'll be on the Sunday before Thanksgiving. That's November 23rd. And I want you to save the date. January 25th will be our Mitzvah Day. The book of Deuteronomy reminds us 18 times that we are obligated to offer tzedakah to society's most vulnerable. The number 18 is a significant Jewish number. It's Chai, which symbolizes life itself. As God's partners here on earth, we are commanded to befriend the stranger, for we were all once strangers. This obligation is intended to define our very lives. We take patrons of local food programs and those experiencing homelessness on the streets of West Palm Beach as our own because they are our own. For our tradition reminds us we were all strangers, and strangers need to care for other strangers. On this Shabbat, a day that our sages envisioned to be a wedding between God and the people of Israel, I'll conclude as we do all Jewish weddings. May we always remember, anywhere there is oppression and pain, the Jew is commanded to respond. I'm encouraged by the nods I see here in this room too, because I'm excited for the work that we'll get to do in the new year. In so doing, we honor our age-old covenant, our ancestors forged with God, and continue to find important work of healing and repair today. Shabbat Shalom.